السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Good morning grade 6. How are you? Today inshallah our lesson will be grammar and structure. And the new grammatical rule which we will learn today is if the third condition. As I told you many times that if is a conjunction that we use to join two parts of sentences and make them one long sentence. We have four cases for if. We have zero case, first case, second case, and the third case. Use zero case to speak and express the facts, scientific rules, and the true things which around us. Use the first case to speak and express the things that will happen in the future, the predictions, your hopes, your wishes, your prediction about the future. Use first case. Use the second case to speak about the unreal situations in the present. The unreal situations in the present. The things which is not true at the present time or at the current time. Okay? Also use the third case today, which we will learn today, to express the unreal situations which happened in the past. Look at this sentence. We use the third conditional to talk about the unreal situations in the past. We thought that a situation occurred in a different way. Look at this table. Look at this if. First part is condition. Second part is result. You have to put comma here. Between the first part and the second part, you have to put comma if you use if at the beginning. Look at this example. I had won the lottery. Lottery means money. I would have bought a car. If I had won the lottery, I would have bought a car. I didn't won the lottery. I didn't won this money. So I didn't buy any cars. So this sentence didn't happen. Also the result didn't happen. Both of them didn't happen. So unreal situations. Situations that didn't happen in the past. Look at these sentences. If, condition, result. If, the order of the sentence, you have to put if at the beginning. Condition, follow if. Result, the second part. We have to put the past perfect at the condition. Past perfect, which consists of had plus past participle. Had plus past participle, like had won. Second part, which is the result, will be after you put the subject of the sentence, you have to put would have plus past participle. Would have plus past participle. Past participle means what? Means the third form or the third shape of the verbs. Look at the examples with me. Read. If I had seen Mary, I would have told her. Second, if Tara had been free yesterday, I would have invited her. Okay. Third one, if they had not passed their exams, their teacher would have been sad. Fourth, if it had rained yesterday, would you have stayed at home? This is a question. So he put would before the subject. Would before the subject. If it had rained yesterday, would you have stayed at home? Go to next. If it had rained yesterday, what would you have done? He asked also a question. He put question word, auxiliary verb, would, you, the subject, have done the completing of the sentence. Look at the second table. Second table, we put if at the middle. In the middle, we put if. So, here we don't have to put comma in the middle. Don't put comma between the first part, the result, and the second part, which is condition. If you use if at the beginning, here, put comma in the middle. If you put if in the middle, followed by the condition, don't put any commas in the sentence. Look here, the result, subject plus would have plus past participle. The condition, past participle, and if in the middle. We will read these examples. I would have told Mary if I had seen her. Second one, I would have invited Tara if she had been free yesterday. Their teacher would have been sad if they had not passed their exams. Would you have stayed at home if it had rained yesterday? What would you have done if it had rained yesterday? Okay, so our lesson today teaches us the third conditional if, which speaks about the unreal situations which happened in the past, things that we thought happened in a different way. Okay, like the first sentence, if I had won the lottery, I would have bought a car. I didn't won the lottery, I didn't have any money, so I didn't buy any cars. Okay, now we will go to our book, our class book, page I think page 80, no, your book 80, I think 86. Okay, lesson 3, grammar 1, listen and read. Exercise number 1, listen and read. What has the professor invented? What has professor invented? You will listen now and answer this question. What has professor invented? Okay, now listen to the listening.
Listening 79. Listen and read. What has Professor invented?
This is my new survival suit. It will keep me warm in the Arctic and cool in the desert. I'm feeling very cool.
You're looking too cold, Professor. I don't think your survival suit is working. suit is dangerous. If I hadn't been here, you would have become ice.
Don't be a silly Chip. If you had been out, I would have turned it off myself. It just needs a little more work.
Listening 79. Listen and read. What has Professor invented?
This is my new survival suit. It will keep me warm in the Arctic and cool in the desert. I'm feeling very cool.
You're looking too cold, Professor. I don't think your survival suit is working. That suit is dangerous. If I hadn't been here, you would have become ice.
Don't be a silly Chip. If you had been out, I would have turned it off myself. It just needs a little more work.
Now we will complete our lesson, Chip, the funny story about Chip and the professor. Now he have a summarize about the grammar. Read and learn. Read this books about the grammatical rule which we studied at the beginning of the lesson. Third conditional. Use the third conditional to talk about impossible situations. Things which is impossible. Anything which is impossible in the past and happened in the past, use it in the third conditional. They are impossible because they are in the past and we cannot change what has happened. Anyone from you can change what happened in the past? Yeah, really, no. You can't do anything about the past. So this is impossible. Also use third conditional if to make regression. Regression. Like what? If I had studied too much, I would have passed the exam. You are very sad about not passing the exam. You regret. Regret. Okay? So if you want to speak or want to express about anything that is impossible and unreal things which happened in the past, use third conditional. If you want to make any regression about anything you did or anything you didn't do, also use the third conditional if. He gave us another examples. If I hadn't been here, you would have become ice. Look. If you had been out, I would have turned it off myself. If you hadn't been here, I wouldn't have worn the suit. If I hadn't turned it off, you wouldn't have survived. Look, this is an observation, notes. If the machine had worked, he would have been happy. He would have been happy if the machine had worked. Here he put if in the beginning. At the beginning he put if. Observe, this is comma. In the middle you use comma. You have to put comma because if in at the beginning. Last sentence, he would have been happy if, look at if, begin with I, small. The machine had worked. He didn't use any comma. And look at the the third exercise. Read and match. Read and match. He give us the two parts of the sentence. On the first part here, and he want us to search for the second part from here. He made an example for us. If they had listened to the teacher, what happened? They would have understood the lesson. Okay? If they had listened to the teacher, they would have understood the lesson. Okay? This is your role. You can turn off or you can pause the video and answer this question, match the sentences, then come again and turn it on to complete and see your answers. I will give you the answers now. If you had got up earlier, what happened? Yeah. Yeah, excellent. E. You wouldn't have arrived late. You wouldn't have arrived late. Number 3. They wouldn't have got lost. They wouldn't have got lost. If what? If they had taken a map. Yes, very good. If they had taken a map. Number 4. If I hadn't forgotten my mobile phone. If I hadn't forgotten my mobile phone, what happened? I would have called you. See, I would have called you. Okay. Number 5. I would have bought you a present. I would have bought you a present. Yeah, excellent. B. If I had known it was your birthday. Again, I would have bought you a present if I had known it was your birthday. Last one. If you hadn't forgotten your jacket. If you hadn't forgotten your jacket, what happened? Yes, excellent. 1 or A. You wouldn't have been cold. You wouldn't have been cold. Excellent. You are excellent today. Go to next exercise. Complete the sentence. Use the third conditional irregular verbs list. Okay. Complete the sentence. Use the third conditional if. He made the first example for us. If we had played better, we would have won the match. Number 2. She passed the test if she had worked harder. Yeah, excellent. She would have passed the test if she had worked harder. Right here, would have passed. Would have passed. 3. You wouldn't have been tired all day if you go to bed earlier. Again, you wouldn't have been tired all day. If you, excellent, very excellent. If you had gone to bed earlier. Right here, had gone, had gone. 4. If the boys space not play football today, they would have been bored. Again, if the boys not play football today, they would have been bored. Not played, so he want us to put the negative form of the verb. After if we have to put had plus past participle of the verb. So it will be hadn't played. Right here, hadn't played, hadn't played. Number 5. I space not buy this CD if I'd known it was so bad. Again, I space not buy this CD if I'd known it was so bad. I wouldn't, excellent, I wouldn't have bought. Right here, wouldn't have bought, wouldn't have bought. You are excellent today. If you would, if you'd gone to the beach today, you space have a good time. If you'd gone to the beach today, you space have a good time. Right what? Yeah, excellent, very good. Would have had. Would, right, would have had. Would have had. The past participle of have is had. Today, this you can complete the answers, okay, and revise and check with me. Now go to your workbook, okay, and complete the homophones here. Yeah, take exercise number 2 and exercise this page 75. Yeah, take exercise number 2 as homework and exercise number 3 about the homophone. Do you remember the homophones? Homophones means the two words which have the same pronunciation, same sound, but different spelling and different meaning. We call them homophone. Okay? And now goodbye, and I wish you enjoyed our lesson and study in the house. Okay? Yeah, goodbye and have a nice stay at home.